Hi everyone, welcome back to M3 Mind Map Maker Review Center, and let's take some practice items on inorganic chemistry matter. Number 1. Which of the following is an example of matter? A. Light, B. Air, C. Heat, or D. Sound? The answer here is B. Air. Air is composed of a mixture of gases, primarily nitrogen and oxygen, with traces of carbon dioxide and other gases. These gases occupy space and have mass, properties that qualify them as matter. Air pressure, which varies with altitude, is a direct result of the weight of air above a particular point on Earth. Number 2. Which property is considered an intensive property? A. Mass, B. Volume, C. Density, or D. Weight? The answer here is C. Density. Density is an intensive property because it is independent of the amount of matter present. It's defined as mass per unit volume, therefore density is equal to volume over mass. Intensive properties like density, color, and temperature remain the same regardless of sample size. Extensive properties like mass and volume depend on the amount of matter. For example, the density of water remains 1 gram per cubic meter regardless of whether you have a cup or gallon, while mass and volume change with quantity. Next, number 3. What is the smallest unit of matter that retains the properties of an element? A. Proton, B. Neutron, C. Atom, or D. Molecule? The answer here is C. Atom. An atom is the smallest unit of an element that retains its chemical properties. Atoms consist of a nucleus made up of protons and neutrons. Surrounded by electrons, atoms combine to form molecules, which can make up elements or compounds. For example, 2 hydrogen atoms and 1 oxygen atom form a molecule of water. Next, number 4. Which of the following is an extensive property of matter? A. Temperature, B. Mass, C. Boiling point, or D. Density? The answer here is B. Mass. Mass is an extensive property, meaning it varies with the quantity of matter. Measured in grams or kilograms, it reflects the amount of matter in an object. Unlike weight, which can change with gravity, mass remains constant regardless of location. For example, an object with a mass of 1 kilogram on Earth will have the same mass on the Moon, though its weight would change due to the different gravitational forces. Next, number 5. What type of mixture is seawater? A. Element, B. Compound, C. Homogeneous mixture, or D. Heterogeneous mixture? The answer here is C. Homogeneous mixture. Seawater is a homogeneous mixture because salts and water are uniformly mixed, making it appear as a single phase. In homogeneous mixtures, the composition is consistent throughout, such as in air or vinegar. Heterogeneous mixtures like sand and water have visibly different components. Next, number 6. Which of the following is a chemical property of matter? A. Melting point, B. Density, C. Reactivity with oxygen, or D. Color? The answer here is C. Reactivity with oxygen. Reactivity with oxygen is a chemical property because it describes how a substance changes composition in a reaction. When substances like iron react with oxygen, they form new compounds such as iron oxide, which is rust. This property is characteristic of many metals which can corrode when exposed to oxygen. This property is characteristic of many metals which can corrode when exposed to oxygen and moisture over time. Next, number 7. Which state of matter has a definitive volume but no definitive shape? A. Solid, B. Liquid, C. Gas, or D. Plasma? The answer here is B. Liquid. Liquids have a definite volume but take the shape of their container due to moderate intermolecular forces which allow particles to move freely within a defined space. Liquids flow and adapt to container shapes, unlike solids, which have fixed shapes, or gases, which have neither fixed shape nor volume. Next, number 8. Which of the following is an example of a pure substance? A. Salt water, B. Iron, C. Milk, or D. Air? The answer here is B. Iron. Iron is a pure element because it consists solely of iron atoms, represented by the atomic symbol Fe. Elements are substances that cannot be chemically broken down into simpler substances. Examples include hydrogen, gold, and oxygen. Compounds, on the other hand, contain atoms of different elements chemically bonded together. Next, number 9. Which of the following changes is a physical change? A. Burning paper, B. Rusting iron, C. Melting ice, or D. Baking a cake. The answer here is C. Melting ice. Melting is a physical change where ice, which is solid water, turns into liquid water without altering its molecular structure, which is H2O. This phase change is reversible and does not produce new substances, distinguishing it from chemical changes like burning. Next, number 10. What is the phase change called when a gas turns into a liquid? A. Condensation, B. Evaporation, C. Sublimation, or D. Freezing. The answer here is A. Condensation. Condensation is a physical process where a gas loses energy and becomes a liquid, often seen when water vapor cools and forms dew. This change is a result of decreased kinetic energy, causing gas particles to come closer together and transition to a liquid phase. Next, number 11. Which of the following is an example of an intensive property? A. Weight, B. Volume, C. Color, or D. Length. The answer here is C. Color. Color is an intensive property, meaning it does not depend on the sample size. Intensive properties such as density, boiling point, and luster remain constant regardless of the amount of material. For example, gold is always yellowish in color, whether in a small ring or a large nugget. Next, number 12. Which of the following best describes a compound? A. A substance composed of two or more elements chemically bonded. B. A mixture of elements and compounds. C. An element that cannot be broken down. Or D. A heterogeneous mixture. The answer here is A. A substance composed of two or more elements chemically bonded. Compounds are substances formed when two or more elements combine in a fixed ratio. For instance, water, which is H2O, is a compound made of hydrogen and oxygen. Compounds have distinct properties different from those of their constituent elements, unlike mixtures where components retain individual properties. Number 13. What kind of mixture is oil and water? A. Homogeneous mixture, B. Heterogeneous mixture, C. Compound, or D. Pure substance. The answer here is B. Heterogeneous mixture. Oil and water form a heterogeneous mixture because they do not mix uniformly due to differences in polarity. In heterogeneous mixtures, the components are visibly distinct and can often be physically separated like salad dressing or sand in water. Next, number 14. Which of the following is an extensive property? A. Temperature, B. Volume, C. Boiling point, or D. Melting point. The answer here is B. Volume. Volume is an extensive property that depends on the amount of matter. It measures the space an object occupies and can vary with temperature and pressure. For example, heating a gas will cause it to expand, increasing its volume. Next, number 15. Which property of gas allows it to fill any container? A. Mass, B. Compressibility, C. Indefinite shape, or D. Density. The answer here is C. Indefinite shape. Gases have an indefinite shape and take the shape of their container because gas particles move freely and spread out. Gases also have an indefinite volume, expanding to fill any available space, unlike liquids and solids, which have defined volumes. Next, number 16. What is the term for a solid changing directly into a gas? A. Freezing, B. Sublimation, C. Evaporation, or D. Condensation. The answer here is B. Sublimation. Sublimation is a process where a solid changes directly into a gas without passing through the liquid phase. as seen with dry ice, which is solid carbon dioxide, turning into carbon dioxide gas. Sublimation is an endothermic process, meaning it absorbs heat from the surroundings. Next, number 17. Which of the following best describes a heterogeneous mixture? A mixture with uniform composition throughout. B, a mixture where the components are visibly distinct. C, a substance made of only one type of element. Or D, a pure substance with a fixed composition. The answer here is B, a mixture where the components are visibly distinct. In a heterogeneous mixture, the substances are not evenly mixed, and different components are identifiable, like in trail mix or sand and water. Homogeneous mixtures like salt water are uniform in composition. Next, number 18. Which of the following describes plasma? A state of matter with a definite shape and volume. B, a mixture of solids and liquids. C, ionized gas with free electrons and ions. Or D, a gas that condenses easily. The answer here is C, ionized gas with free electrons and ions. Plasma is a state of matter where gas is ionized, meaning it has free electrons and ions. Found in stars and neon signs, plasma conducts electricity and responds to magnetic fields due to its charged particles. Next, number 19. Which of the following is an example of a chemical change? A, boiling water. B, dissolving sugar in water. C, burning wood. Or D, melting wax. The answer here is C, burning wood. Burning wood is a chemical change where wood reacts with oxygen to produce new substances including ash, carbon dioxide, and water vapor. This reaction releases energy as heat and light, making it an exothermic process. Next, number 20. Which of the following is not a physical property? A, density. B, solubility. C, flammability. Or D, color. The answer here is C, flammability. Flammability is a chemical property indicating a substance's ability to burn in the presence of oxygen, resulting in a combustion reaction. Materials like gasoline and wood are highly flammable, releasing energy in the form of heat and light when burned. And that is it for our worksheet on inorganic chemistry on matter. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and comment down below any suggestions that you might have. Thank you for watching and see you in the next one.